weeks of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Switch, bang, 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 bang.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Aaron Donald on the
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Earl Thomas.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Get him. Ringo.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Second and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
27.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The reason we ball for circle round twice with the encore.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now. 6. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he could actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Here we go. Here we go. Check nine, check nine.
Now a handoff here to his running back. The 20. And all the way down to the 5. 4. And a huge play that time. 41 yards on the ground. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe try to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Diablos 17. Eagles 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Ball at the 24 and a second and 11.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Throw there going to be incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
Here comes Rager. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 45-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Show it that, show it that. Watch the shit, watch the shit.
And they give this time to the tailback. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Check, check. It's going to be a long day.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The gun now on third down. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. It's a big play there on third down. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Tight down. There you go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
A gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kelsey, the intended receiver there. And that takes us from second to third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
The ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 8. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got it at the 15. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And an Eagle 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Check.
back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Makes the score Diablos 20, Eagles 14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
13 yards. First down, Eagles.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 20.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now Gurley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
56. Must 56. Watch the run. Watch the run.
2nd and 11. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whipped on it. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on off. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Chubb, 76 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. So, Mike, 54. 36, 36. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll drop to throw. give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Looking to throw. He's going to air one out. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and...
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's third down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Complete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Mexico City. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the fourth. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 13. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Complete to Nick.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
1st down, Eagles.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. He can't get him down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Taken down at the 22.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his tight end Fant. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Eagles 35, Diablos 20. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking for it now.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Fighting his way down to about and again, it's Chubb. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Chubb. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Diablos 20. Matt Bosher set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. He's going to take and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Check.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you